I think the main thing right now, the funnest thing to do, probably while we wait for oil processing to be done, is just to add those switches. Ah! Apparently I need to go research SR latches again. Welcome back, adventurers! My name is Coyote, and let's go on an adventure. And we are being attacked. And I think we dealt with it? I guess we did. I need robots! I'm so low on resources, I don't really want to go and make anything, or build science or anything like that. Is that an attack? Okay, whatever. Right. So I was thinking to myself off screen, if we have 6 to 1 to 5, we could have the engines and the electric mining drills on one line, so that'd be 6, and then on the other side we'd have the 6. So ultimately they'd be going at the same, like they'd be taking the same amount of space ultimately. However, I don't think we're going to do that just yet. I think we're kind of just going to let it simmer, and we're going to deal with that for the next episode, or sorry, when we have bots, I should say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, missing 1. 6. And I believe you're a little bit too high. I'm wondering if I should zipper it. Nah. I'm sure it's fine. How am I going to get red chips, though? I'd have to go this way, I guess. And we're going to kind of do the same contraption, I guess, as the other side. There we go. Excellent. Science. Okay, now we get some red chips over here. Don't remember what I anticipated this line to be. It's 2 steel, 2 iron, 1 stone. One coal. I'm drawing a blank as to what that was. Okay, well, whatever. For now, it's just going to be our red chips, I guess. Right. That should do it. Boom. Okay. Alright. Look at that, we're getting there. Okay, so, very important, let's get oil. Coal liquefaction? What? Wait, so it makes coal? Heavy steam and coal. So you can use coal, heavy oil, and steam, and it makes... Huh. I wonder how productive that actually would be. Attack. Okay. So while we kind of let this just like tink away, or actually, by the way, that is Science 3 done. So blue science is now complete. So off the to-do list you are. Okay, so next thing that I am unfortunately going to have to bump to number 1 on the list is, or I don't know if it's unfortunate, but we just have to bump it to number 1, is add more copper, because it is becoming a ridiculous hinder. Like, you can literally see the belt is just empty. So we're going to go out some more. That being said, we are going to grab some steel furnaces to make that slightly more productive. Oops. Yeah, that'd be enough. For now. It's 20, right? Yeah. So we have 20 being made. Should be sufficient. So once we go into those, like, you know, once we go into chips, we just start craving copper like crazy. That's where, like, iron just isn't as important anymore. And you just start crying yourself to sleep as to how little copper you actually do have. No. And a bunch of these. We're gonna have to pull it on the other side as well at this point, I think. It's equal on both sides now. Okay, and some power poles. Excellent. Okay, that should have actually fixed the problem. I think that's quite a bit more. Should probably check prior. But we're pumping out just a little bit more copper than we actually are iron, so that I think that should be good. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's almost a full line. Just hope we're not going to run out of stuff again. Feel like we're going to need more copper soon. But that being said, we did add more copper, so we can strike that off the list. Ta-ching! Alright. So, we have science done. Now we can jump on, add the switches. We can fix the main power, or we can also fix the plastic and the greens. I think the main thing right now, the funnest thing to do, probably while we wait for oil processing to be done, is just to add those switches. So, the fun little switches that I want to add. Ultimately, I want to add switches that actually turn off the power to a specific area when it's not really being utilized. So we don't waste resources on drain, ultimately. Okay, so like, see right now, this is full, so we don't really need any of that. So, we need a power switch first. Let's see if I can just use a power switch or if I have to use something else as well. Yeah, see, the electricity is already starting to tinker. So we have to add that to the list as well. So add more electricity. Or I should say electricity, I should say power. Add more power! Alright. Okay, that being said, this connection I want to be... Where are copper cables? There we go. I want this connection to be broken. There we go. I want you to be powered through this guy. You're not reaching, so boom. Okay, so same thing. You are cut here. Nope, that was right. This is that. I don't want cut. All right. So, we probably have to add an SR latch for it to, like, be feasible. Where did you go? Okay, so let's add some green wires. So when you, and you. Right, so when all that is equal to when it's equal or above. So when that is greater or equal to what's that, 400? It's 400. I want you to output 1. So a red one. Now, I feel like it could be a red wire, or am I crazy? Haven't made SR latches in the longest time. So you're enabled when red is not equal to 0. Or let's just make it less than. When you are less than 1. When red, so we take red, we multiply it. Does that multiply? Okay. Oh my god! Yes! I love that. Okay. We multiply that by how much do we want to reduce it by? Let's say take off 50. So when they're 50%, they would kick back on. So, or let's say 75. So, no, 50 is fine. So negative 200. Red. No, sorry, output. Can we do it that way? We can't. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll change it. So plastic. So when you are equal to plastic. Alright, that should be fine actually. Let's just see. No, that's flickering like hell. Why are you flickering? You're enabled when you're below 1. Oh. Right? Does that make sense? Why don't I just change it to this? Then what am I missing? Ah! Okay. There. Okay, so when plastic is above or equal to 400, it closes off. It inputs a plastic bar of 1, which means shut off. We take plastic bar minus 200 and output that back in. So in plastic, the frick am I missing? It's not equal to 1. Ah! Apparently I need to go research SR latches again. I always mess up. It annoys the hell out of me with SR latches. I always forget how to do them. It's just a question of wiring. It's just a question of like putting the correct protocols in there, or putting the correct conditions. Whatever. I will just quickly remind myself off screen how to do that. However, in the meantime, guys, unfortunately we're at that time once again, so thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, and I hope to see you for the next one.